Hammer's gonna go over to Iona. Actually, you know what? Hammer probably wouldn't be that smart. Hammer is just gonna go ahead and he's probably just gonna spear tackle the body of Jaell into like some of the medical cabinets and units that are kind of behind. So he's gonna make a close combat attack against.
Don't make fun of my buddy's intelligence.
Oh my gosh. You guys don't need me to roll for you for anything tonight, because I'm rolling for crap. Hammer goes to like dive, and Jaell's body moves suddenly out of the way. without eyes, it just feels his presence coming. And Hammer rolls across the floor. His combat knife kind of falls out of his hand over there beside him and slides across the floor. Chaplain, it's your go.
Okay. So, do I think Colonel is pretty well on his way to a CO-sicle?
Oh yeah, you're looking at the computer, and to be honest, you kind of think you'd be surprised if he even survives this.
Probably feel a little bad about that. Okay, is there anything, looking at where I'm hooked into the computer system, is there anything in this room that I can use to, you
could give orders.
Shoot. Is there a garbage chute in the room?
Is it in Star Wars?
There's not a garbage chute. There is a cabinet that has, like, you know, the biohazard symbol on it, like where they throw away medical supplies.
Chaplain is going to look over at Iona and attempt to give her an order and say, Sergeant Iona, please dispose of that head within the cabinet marked with the biohazard symbol.
Well, do I have to turn it off or something?
Do I know how to turn something like myself off?
You would.
It's not something that I could just simply tell her, you know.
It's not that simple. Like, there's like different androids have different ways of doing this too. Like, depending on what they are, you might not be too familiar with what type Jaell is to know, like, the specs.
Yeah. So Chaplain will just respond, just please dispose of her in there. Without a thorough examination, I would be unable to tell you how to deactivate her. Short of complete destruction of the brain. Then Chaplain's go.
That's just Chaplain's turn? Okay. So throw the head in the trash is Chaplain's turn. Zim, you're up.
All right. Is the head currently in the trash, or?
Yeah, it's not Iona's turn yet, so.
Okay.
It's in Iona's hands.
Zim's got the knife out. He's gonna go for the brain. So,
okay.
You know, he's like, Iona, hold it still.
I will try.
You know, I'm gonna use my hard hitter talent, sacrificing my past action to gain +2 on the roll.
Oh, nice. And as you're doing this, Zim, the head kind of staring at you and saying, "You will regret this."
Quiet, you.
He said that. She said that.
As the knife goes down into the head of Jaell, and you can see all of a sudden what happens is the eyes like roll up into her head and start twitching, and the whole head just kind of like shakes a little bit with the knife stuck in it, like that, in Iona's hands. And then all of a sudden the look on the face of the android is just white eyes, which I can't do, but like a just looking like that.
The body stopped moving?
The body stopped moving. It's still standing, but it's just like just stopped in place.
I think we got it.
Good job. This is very creepy.
And I'm gonna take
Teamwork.
I'm gonna take you guys out of initiative order, because
Okay.
Colonel Myers is pretty much an icicle. Because with Chaplin's rolls, he was able to get him stuck inside there pretty well. So, and it doesn't look like Eckford was in conflict with you. It looks like she had turned her gun towards Jaell.
I'm gonna continue and put Jael's head in the wastebasket as per Chappie's orders.
Okay. Does Zim pull his combat knife out?
Oh yeah, we're not losing that.
Yeah. Okay.
They're twisted.
No, I want that.
Chappie, do you know how to put yourself back onto this neck thing? Maybe.
Sergeant Iona, if you could please lift me over and aim my eyes at the neck so I can see if the proper connections are in place.
Sure.
Does it look like the connections are compatible?
It looks like they're compatible, but you're going to have one of your comrades make a roll to attach it.
Right.
Because you don't have the capability to do it yourself.
Would anyone else like to put Chappie's head on the body?
And you do know that if they mess up big time, they could actually like break parts and then not be able to connect it.
Dante, are you good at this? Mason? Zim? Anyone?
I give myself like a 3 out of whatever.
I'd give myself a 3 as well.
Calm what? Calm.
Okay, yeah. No,
Exactly.
not you. Yeah.
What is the rules to repair yourself? Is it calm or is it heavy machinery? Do we remember what it is for
Check.
on your
He's
synthetic
not heavy
sheet?
machinery. That's got to be Comtech.
Pretty sure it was Comtech. I just can't remember.
I thought I sent you the rules, or like the synthetic rules.
It's not on the synthetic sheet. I'm just trying to check. The only one for synthetic I've got is critical injury.
Okay.
And it doesn't say.
There was like a full page of synthetics. Yeah. Here we go. Repairs. Instead, a shift of work and a Comtech roll is required.
Okay.
Yep. So Comtech to repair a android.
Captain's gonna.
Eckford only has a 4. Hammer only has a 3.
I think, and based on what I know, Kaplan's going to look over at Iona and Eckford. Miss Eckford, if you would like to leave with us, perhaps you could aid my sergeant here in reattaching my... I should not say reattaching, but attaching my head to this synthetic body.
I'm going to wipe the fluid off my RPG and go, yeah, why don't you help him?
She looks at all of you with this glare and says, fine. Whatever. I just want to get out of here. And she steps forward, and she is going to add a +2 modification to Iona's roll for Comtech
Okay.
to attach Chaplin's head to Jael's body.
Oh, can I use a story point?
You have a story point?
Yes, I do. I got. Yes.
All right. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can use a story point. Congratulations.
All right.
So it takes a little bit of time. It takes
Okay.
20 minutes kind of goes by. You guys are carefully trying to do something so you don't mess something up. Get all the wires kind of attached and hooked back up. And after that time has passed, Chaplain, you have feeling now, as you can start to move arms again. Definitely different from what you were used to, but functional.
At least you no longer have to carry me.
How many hit points did you have?
I started with 6. I've been at 0 though
Okay.
since I was.
You currently have 1 hit point
Okay.
because that's what Jaell's body had left on her.
Okay.
We'll take it.
Good.
Thank goodness for that story point, guys. Woo!
Yep.
So basically, what that does, you just have all that same functionality that you used to with your limbs. Nothing else really changes statistically. Okay.
Definitely look over at Iona and give a little nod. Nod at Eckford. Thank you for the assistance. Now, perhaps we can depart this place.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna bend down and grab Jael's weapon that she dropped to the floor
Oh yeah.
and toss it to Chaplin and say, "Here, make yourself useful."
Oh, you got a pulse rifle now, Chaplain.
Okay. I'm just sort of hold it, sort of try to get a feel for it.
Eckford's like, so if someone with security clearance would like to come with me, we can get to the elevator now.
Major Iona, yes. Of course.
We gotta arm the nukes though.
Now let us depart, and we will deal with sending them down from above. I prefer Dante's idea. I feel going back up to the 3rd floor to descend down to. Well, apologies. Going back up to the primary 2nd floor to descend to the 1st floor to go through 2 sublevels to get to the armory. It seems like a lot of work and a lot of risk with all of those creatures
A
within.
lot of risk.
Yeah, but they don't have nukes up high, I don't think, right? We gotta set them down here.
Not yet.
We'll just wait for the cruisers to come in.
Yeah.
If we get the elevator up top, there is no way for them to leave either. We can trap them down here and just wait for the Armada to arrive to deal with it in that manner.
And we could
Who
always
says
just
those
blow the
monsters-
elevator.
Who says those monsters can't climb the elevator?
Yeah, they'll come after us, and you know they're not going to nuke this place. It's too valuable. They're going to go and transport all those things off-world, and they're going to come finding us at home. They're going to turn us into alien wranglers, or being like the 1st Brigade alien unit. Halfway trying not to get eaten, halfway trying to sick these on civilians. It's terrible. We got to blow this place up.
I said we just ride the elevator up, blow the elevator, let it fall down, and then we just wait for the battleships to come in, cruisers, whatever, nuke it from space. We'll just call in the Colonials, tell them those separatists are down there, and we'll make short work of them. I just want to get out of here.
I concur.
I think when the ship comes, they'll want to come down and save everything, and they'll dust us off.
Mm-hmm. I want to see this place glowing.
I'm going to look at Eckford. Was Jaell accurate in that it would take at least an hour to prepare the elevator to depart?
Her knowledge far exceeds mine on the functionality of such things.
Can we set the reactor to overload? Maybe we can do that.
Either way, it requires traversing multiple floors. My concern is for additional loss of life of this unit.
I agree.
From where I was able to download the layout of this floor, Chaplain's going to look at Eckford. Were you involved with any of the weapons testing down on this level?
To a certain point, yes.
Is there anything that we could utilize within the weapons testing facility on this level that would potentially be strong enough to pierce the ground to get to the armory? Or to pierce and approach the reactor to start a reaction?
Sublevel 3 was built with reinforced walls and ceilings. I don't know if that would even be possible.
Hey, Chaplain, is there any other alternate routes to the reactor? Like if you were to check the vents or something like that, or pipes? Maybe you can plug back in and look and see if there's anything by the firing range.
Chaplain will go back through and look at the things that he had downloaded. Do I find a vent or anything running to the reactor?
Let me go and check.
It appears that I may have missed one in the bottom.
Ooh.
There are vents that go into the reactor, but the only way to access those vents are from they're from sublevel 1 to 2, they don't go down to 3.
Okay, so the ones that I'm seeing on the map on 3 that say to reactor, we can't access.
Oh, weird. There's one that says to reactor? Oh!
Yeah, in the bottom left-hand corner.
There is! Look at that. That's weird because it's not on the other map at all. Let me see. Yeah, that's one of the only negative things like I can think so far is these maps are kind of confusing to read sometimes. I would say, yeah.
And it drops us right to where the control point is, and that way we don't have to go any further, right? Perfectly right where we need to go.
Sure.
With no xenomorphs. No.
You hope. You hope.
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll go down the vent. I'll turn on the reactor. Me and you, Mason. We'll make it happen.
Mason and Zim want to go to the vent to the reactor?
Sure.
Okay.
Just do not get on that elevator without us because I will shoot you from the other side.
I believe that. I believe that.
I will be in your dreams.
I will haunt you.
Maintain comms the entire time you are doing this if that is your intent. And I will ensure that we get the elevator up and running for when you return.
So,
All right.
But how about Hammer? How about Hammer comes with us? 3 and 3.
yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, sure. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, you got it. You're strong, Hammer. You're brave.
I'm gonna bump into Hammer and just kind of like give him a look and just kind of shake my head no and walk away.
Everybody, go ahead and make a observation roll for me, please.
Observation. Where are you?
Got it.
I'm apparently still getting used to this new body.
So far, Iona with a success and Dante with a success.
Mine didn't come up. Oh, there we go. Got it.
They come up. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And Mason with a success. So 3 of you that succeeded notice that Hammer looks a little pale. He also looks like he's starting to glisten with some sweat bubbles on his forehead.
Hammer, you're a good guy, man. You've really been good. Maybe you should step into that scanner for a minute.
Why?
Yeah. I'm gonna just walk to the side of him and just go, Hammer, don't worry about it. It'll be nice and easy. Hey, Chapley, that scanner still works, right?
Does it?
No, because there's currently a person frozen in stasis inside it.
Can we rip it out?
You would have to basically get that person out of stasis and get them out of the chamber.
We just can't open it up and just kind of like have them and just throw them out of it, even though they're frozen, and just kind of...
When it's in stasis like that, it kind of locks it and seals it shut. Like you'd have to basically shut the whole thing down to open it up to be able to get... So you'd have to unfreeze Colonel Myers now to use the scanner.
So
Not
can
gonna
Chaplin still scan it while he's frozen?
Well, currently it's in like he changed the mode of what it does. So basically, it's in stasis mode. So he would have to basically undo the stasis and then redo the modes to be able to switch it to be able to do scanning for medical and stuff like that now.
Should we just to clear everyone, or
Look, Hammer's like, look, am I going to the reactor with you guys or what?
Hammer, I need you to be real straight with this here. You're not looking so good. Now I need you to tell us, is it the drugs, or do you feel a little alien thing wiggling around inside you? Because we can defrost the kernel, scan you, remove it, and do all that, but
Hey, listen, I don't feel anything. I mean, I started to get real freaky vibes whenever, Dante kind of explained that stuff, but it wasn't because I mean, it was because, I was fearful, but, I don't feel anything. Oh, no.
Well, that's
well,
good.
you look like crap.
Oh, man.
Well, that's good. If he's not feeling anything, I felt something.
And Chaplin
And
would
so-
remember, everybody who made that medical check about radiation, you guys would remember that there was a possible exposure to radiation in this
right?
building as well. So it could still be lingering effects of radiation.
All right.
Hammer, you got enough drugs for the trip?
Oh, I got enough for the trip.
All
That's
right.
about it.
Hey, Chappie, you think you can modify that motion tracker? See if there's anything inside?
I no longer have the motion tracker. It was on my body.
Oh.
But I thought someone else did.
I think
Anyone
it's-
else have one?
The motion tracker's in
one.
the maintenance pits up there by the reactor.
I think Zim has
Yeah.
one. No?
Yeah, I have one. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a
Okay.
weapons testing lab. They probably got stuff.
Yes, we may be able to use something in there to test. Shall we proceed to start heading that way first, as we need to go that way, 1, to get to the elevator, and 2, to get to the vents to the reactor? We can stop there and see if there are the proper tools to attempt to modify the motion tracker to see if there is anything moving within Hammer.
Yeah, that's perfect. And then we'll clear his name, and then we'll get on out of here. Start moving on.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, let's get
All
going.
right.
So you guys
All
push
right.
on?
Yeah. Me and Mason will go down the vent while you guys do medical on Hammer.
Sounds good.
Okay. So, just to kind of get you guys moving for the travel here. So you guys go through containment staging. Iona is able to use the card to kind of pretty much access anywhere they need to go because she's major now. When you open this door right here, where I'm shift pinging, I'm going to give you a visual and roll 20 of what this room actually looks like, so you know. I'm going to share this picture with you. Show to players. Show to everyone. Can everybody see this?
Oh
Holy
God. Well, that changes things.
There is so much resin coating that you don't even know where the wall of the base actually is anymore. And it's filled with these ribs and ridges. And it's humid in here. Like immediately, like you start to sweat. Kind of like when you go to the reptile section at the pet store. There's this terrible stench about the place. And it is just all out creepy.
This
And you said that's the loading dock area, this area here?
That is the loading dock 3. That's what it looks like inside. And you can see that the elevator shaft ahead of you guys, there are 2 sets of doors. The first set of doors are open because you can see them. You can see like the edges of the doors just sticking out where they kind of open to. But they're kind of almost covered in resin to a point as well. And then inside you can see there are 2 more doors, but they seem to be ajar, and it looks like it's only big enough for like one person to like slip through at a time.
It's a trap.
Do we know if the resin is flammable? Like if flamethrowers will?
When you
Like if it
guys
would
use the incinerator units on the one upstairs, it did not seem to like catch fire. The people caught fire, but the resin itself didn't necessarily catch fire.
Hey guys, just take a look around. Do you see any vents or anything in this first room that we're gonna walk through?
Zim is going to put his rifle away, which he always has, then pull out his own incinerator unit. Say, I'm just going to give the walls a sweep, y'all. What do you think? And just
Why don't we just keep on the incinerators and run towards the elevator? Just like,
Because according to Jaell, it'll take an hour to prepare the elevator to depart.
I don't care. I just want to be in that elevator when it's ready.
Eckford kind of speaks up and is like, why don't we just go up and take a look?
why are you so keen on us taking a look?
I don't know. I just don't want to go in there and just burn everything up and get everything's attention.
I'm going to step up to the doorway and peek my head in and just kind of look for vents.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
In that first room, I'm not sure what that check mark means. Let me see if I can find. That means. Oh, it's just checkpoint.
Checkpoint. Yeah.
I don't think that. So that room does not have any vents in it.
Zim will turn on his own, what do you
Is
call
this a
that?
vent
Little motion
area?
tracker.
Yeah, those little lines in there, those are vents.
Okay, so you can access the vent from here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to use the motion tracker down the hallway.
Okay. Use the motion tracker down the hallway. Okay, so let me get your motion tracker sounds. You are getting things from inside the elevator shaft. It seems like maybe 8 or 9 things moving. Not towards you, just moving around inside.
Does he see what I'm seeing?
Well,
We're
there's no vents in the first room.
Mm.
We're not gonna make it out alive, man.
I have an extremely bad idea.
Go
All
on.
right.
Kaplan's going to look at sort of the group and look at Iona. And look over at Eckford. Eckford, are you capable of starting the elevator and getting it prepared to run? Do you have the capability?
I do. All the control mechanisms are on. So you see, this elevator is 3 stories. It has 3 levels. We're at the lowest level right now on sub-level 3, so I'm assuming the elevator is all the way down, so that would mean I would have to get into the elevator and ascend the 2 floors to the control station. From there, I'd have no problem getting this elevator into, it'd be great if I had some help, but...
Going to look over at Zim, Hammer, and Mason, because I think they're the 3 who did it. And you 3, do we still have those grenades that you took from the individuals outside the APC?
Yep,
Yeah.
I got a few grenades left.
Will you give them to me?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? But if you can't blow up the elevator because then we can't get out.
He's gonna blow up himself.
Yeah, Eckford's like, yeah, damaging the elevator would be not a good idea right now, don't you think?
Precisely. My thought is for the group of us to enter the next room as Private Zim's motion tracker has notified us that there is no one within that room. They are all apparently within the elevator. As the group of you proceed to hide in whatever nooks and crannies you can find, I will fire the weapon off that was given to me from my counterpart Jaell, and see if we can draw out whoever's there and lead them down into the weapons testing area. This will open a doorway for the group of you to then ascend into the elevator.
We should check and see if there's any more vents anywhere else in the hallway, and then seal the doors behind us, so that way nothing else can get through. So once you lead them, we can have a clear passage through, and then seal the door behind you.
Chappie, do you feel comfortable doing that? I mean,
We have dealt with Jaell, and this seems to be the best way to ensure the survival of this platoon. Are there other options, or we all proceed to the elevator, and perhaps battle ensues within, and that risks damaging the only way out of here?
I
If I find them
completely
head-to-head.
trust them.
Line them up. There's one door. We all focus on it, and we just shoot them. We just shoot, and hope the acid doesn't burn the whole thing down.
Listen, I'm good with Chappie's idea. Let him run out, draw him in. We seal these doors behind him, and the way that we just came in, get the elevator working, and let's get out of here.
Chappie,
All right.
I got an idea,
That's
I got an idea.
good.
I have. Let's do your idea, but not in a way that would suicide to you. We could. All right, stick with me. We could remove your head, but give your body the grenade launcher pulse rifle and have you carry out the kiting plan like that, and we take you with us.
He needs the head to aim. Seriously, he needs the head to aim the.
Oh, wait. What's her face for throwing punches with no head?
this is true.
The intention was never to aim, Gunnery Sergeant. The intention was to draw and then pull pins.
Well, what we could do is place the body right in front of that firing weapons testing lab door, pull the head off, so that way he knows he just has to run forward. You can do that, right, Chappie? You can just run forward.
Chaplain,
Yes, I
do
hear
me a
no doubt.
favor. I need you to make an observation roll for me, please.
You're
Because you're the only one kind of from your token wise, like standing in the doorway there.
gonna die. Hey, I noticed something.
You could have swore while you guys were talking just now. You could have swore you saw something move in the resin right about here. Outside the door. It was just very faint, but it just caught your attention.
Okay. I'm just gonna look back at the group. There may be something moving within the resin.
All right. Well, Chappie, it's an honor, pleasure, and privilege.
Captain's gonna look at Eckford. Would the weapons testing labs require access? Would require an access card to enter?
Everything on sub-level 3 requires an access.
I'll hand over my access card to Chappie.
Will you not need the access card to control the elevator?
Doesn't. Oh, I thought.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah. Okay, I.
Okay, Chopham's gonna look at the group. Everyone, please come into the room and find somewhere in this left-hand corner to hide. Oh, I should say, is there anything I can see looking left or right that the group could hide behind for a moment?
There are some... Oh, in this room that's covered in resin?
Yeah.
There are plenty of places that you could kind of tuck in and hide. I mean, it's like, imagine like, it's kind of like almost like tree trunks that kind of stick out and come out into the room and stuff like that. I mean, there's plenty of places within
Okay.
there
I'm gonna
to.
gesture to the group and be like, please, everyone hide along this side here. And looks over at Iona. I am going to draw them past here into this small hallway we just entered. Immediately upon their entering, seal the door behind us.
Works for me. All right, let's get to it, Hammer. Smacks him on the chest.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No way.
Let's do it.
All right.
It gets locked and loaded. All
There's
right.
no way we can do this without your. Okay.
So, Chaplain, tell me what you're doing again.
So, Chaplain's going to look over and make sure. Does it look like everyone's sort of well hidden on the sides of this room?
They're coming into the loading dock and hiding along the sides of the walls?
I'm telling them to do, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're all kind of coming in, getting near the sides of the walls and kind of tucking into little compartments.
Okay.
What do you mean? I thought chaplains in the loading dock were in the room before that. Right?
No, but basically what I'm trying to get everyone to do is come into the loading dock. Because
Okay.
that's all covered in the resin. It's got the little nooks that you can hide into. And I want to draw everyone run right past you, chasing me out the door. Then once they're out that door, have Iona slam the door, because now without a key card, they can't get in.
Got it. Okay.
And then
The
we
only way
should.
to lead them away is to take the key, unless I bring them right past you,
You're going to lead them this way. Okay.
right back down through.
And we should all take Overwatch at the same time, just to be prepared. So that way it doesn't cost us a move.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got flamethrower
Roger.
out.
Okay, yeah, you guys have. I mean, you guys can all equip up. This is considered technically like a moment of downtime too, so everybody can reduce one stress from their character.
We get armor back? Not here, huh?
No, you'd have to like replace your armor to get your armor points
Yeah.
back.
That's all right.
Okay. So you guys all tucked in. Chaplain's ahead. This place is hot. Like, you guys are sweating profusely as soon as you get tucked into there. Like, it's a little, the walls are a little slimy as you nestle into these areas.
And then Chaplin's got the couple of grenades that he was able to grab.
Okay.
Now, basically, pins out holding on to the grenades.
Okay.
So that if something happens and he, something jumps out, grabs him first,
Yeah.
they're going to fall.
Okay.
And then walk up a little ways. Probably get to right out about here.
Are you making an effort to try to throw these into the elevator? Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm holding the grenades and
Okay.
I'm keeping them until I get back in that room and everything fall on me. So basically,
okay.
Basically, I've got 2 grenades held in my hand, sort of like this.
Mm-hmm.
Pins out, I'm just holding them, so, just holding on to them so if I fall and I drop them, they go.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
then I've got the pulse rifle in the other hand, and I'm just literally like hip firing at that movement I saw in the wall.
I feel like Chappie needs a cigar somehow.
Okay, so
There you go.
you're gonna fire at the movement that you saw.
Again, I'm not gonna probably hit anything because I'm firing an assault weapon with, one hand on the trigger. I'm probably losing the gun.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give you a -2 mod on the roll because you are firing at just a spot where you had a hunch that something moved, and you're firing it with one. But you're synthetic, so you can able to hold it better. But still, you're firing kind of blind. So you're just firing it out there. So go ahead and roll with a -2 mod on it.
Okay.
So you guys hear the sounds of this gun start going into the chamber, and immediately,
Starting and get ready to start running.
immediately, what happens? Mason, you get the best view of this. In the next nook that you were hiding behind, Mason, all of a sudden, a massive alien jumps out from the nook ahead of you. If you would have went one more nook up, Mason, you would have been in the nook with it. But it jumps out, and it's actually, I'm going to show you where it was hiding on the map. As I put it on the token layer. It's right in between you and Chaplain.
Oh, dear God.
So what it does is it actually grabs Chaplain and starts to run him towards the elevator.
Oh no!
As it swoops out after he shot that gun. And you can also hear all around these sounds.
He's running with me. I'm letting go of the things on the grenade.
You're letting go of him up there?
Well, no, as he starts running away, immediately it's just, I'm going to hold him in my hands and let the pins go. So
excellent.
I'm going to try to both out.
And we will see what happens on our next episode
No!
of Alien RPG, Destroyer of Worlds.
Chappy!